Have you ever felt like there's something more you should be seeing? Like there's a deeper layer to reality just beyond your current perception? That feeling isn't wrong. It's your pineal gland calling out to you, waiting to be activated. Right now, in the center of your brain, sits a small pine cone-shaped gland. Ancient mystics called it the seat of the soul. Modern science calls it the pineal gland. But here's what they both agree on. This tiny endocrine gland is your gateway to expanded consciousness, your biological third eye, and it's been dormant for far too long. Today, I'm going to show you how to activate your pineal gland using the sacred frequency of 852 Hz. This isn't mysticism, it's vibrational science meeting ancient wisdom. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how sound frequency can decalcify, activate, and awaken your third eye. If you've been searching for spiritual awakening, enhanced intuition, or access to higher dimensions of consciousness, stay with me. Because what I'm about to share could change your perception of reality forever. Let's begin. What is the pineal gland and why does it matter? The pineal gland is a small, pea-sized endocrine gland located deep in the center of your brain, between your two hemispheres, sitting in a tiny cave of bone called the epithalamus. From a biological perspective, this gland produces melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle, your circadian rhythm. It responds to light and darkness, telling your body when to rest and when to wake. But that's just the surface. Ancient civilizations knew something modern science is only beginning to rediscover. The Egyptians symbolized it as the Eye of Horus. The Hindus called it the Ajna chakra, the sixth chakra, the command center of intuition. René Descartes, the famous philosopher, called it the seat of the soul, the one place where the physical body and the spiritual realm intersect. Why? Because the pineal gland is unlike any other part of your brain. It contains photoreceptor cells similar to those in your eyes. It produces DMT, dimethyltryptamine, the spirit molecule, the same compound released during deep meditation, breathwork, and near-death experiences. This is your third eye, your inner vision, your connection to higher consciousness, spiritual insight, and expanded awareness. But here's the problem. For most people, the pineal gland is calcified, hardened, dormant. Why your pineal gland is calcified? Pineal gland calcification is one of the most overlooked health issues of our time, and it's happening to almost everyone. The primary culprit? Fluoride. Fluoride is in your tap water, your toothpaste, and even some processed foods. And studies show that the pineal gland absorbs more fluoride than any other part of your body. Over time, this creates calcium phosphate crystals. Calcification, turning your once vibrant spiritual antenna into hardened, inactive tissue. Other contributors include calcium supplements without proper cofactors like vitamin K2, processed foods filled with synthetic additives, heavy metals like mercury and aluminum, lack of sunlight and natural light exposure, EMF, radiation from phones, Wi-Fi, and electronics, chronic stress and disconnection from nature. The result? Reduced melatonin production, disrupted sleep cycles, blocked intuition, disconnection from your higher self, inability to access higher states of consciousness. Your third eye is covered, clouded, asleep, but it doesn't have to stay that way. The power of 852 Hz frequency. This is where frequency healing enters. Specifically, the Solfeggio frequency of 852 Hz. The Solfeggio frequencies are a set of ancient musical tones used in sacred music, Gregorian chants, and spiritual practices for thousands of years. Each frequency corresponds to a specific healing property, a specific energetic effect on the body and consciousness. 852 Hz is known as the frequency of spiritual awakening, the frequency of the third eye, the frequency that specifically targets pineal gland activation. Here's what happens when you expose your brain to 852 Hz. First, it stimulates the pineal gland directly. Sound waves at this frequency create resonance within the gland itself, vibrating the calcified deposits, beginning the decalcification process at a cellular level. Second, 852 Hz brings your brain waves into alignment with higher states of consciousness, moving you from beta waves, the state of normal waking consciousness, into alpha and theta waves, the meditative state, the state where intuition, creativity, and spiritual insight emerge. Third, this frequency activates your sixth chakra, the Ajna chakra, located right between your eyebrows, the energetic center of intuition, clairvoyance, and inner vision. When this chakra opens, your perception expands beyond the physical. Studies in cymatics, the study of visible sound vibration, show that specific frequencies create specific geometric patterns. 852 Hz creates intricate, highly organized patterns. Sacred geometry, the same patterns found in nature, in galaxies, in the fabric of reality itself. When you expose your pineal gland to this frequency, you're not just hearing a sound, you're restructuring the energy field around your third eye, clearing blockages, restoring natural function, awakening dormant potential. How to use 852 Hz for pineal gland activation. Now let's talk about practical application. How do you actually use 852 Hz to activate your pineal gland? The most effective method is consistent exposure during meditation. Here's the protocol I recommend. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, preferably in the early morning or late evening when the veil between dimensions is thinnest, when your pineal gland is naturally more active. Use headphones. This is important. Stereo headphones allow the 852 Hz frequency to create binaural beats, slightly different frequencies in each ear. Your brain perceives the difference, creating a third tone. This entrains your brain waves into the desired state faster. Sit in a comfortable meditation position, spine straight, hands resting on your knees or in your lap, eyes closed. Begin playing 852 Hz music or pure tone. You can find these easily on YouTube, Spotify, or meditation apps. Search for 852 Hz third eye activation or 852 Hz Solfeggio pineal gland. As the frequency plays, focus your awareness on the space between your eyebrows, your third eye center. Visualize a deep indigo or violet light glowing in this space, pulsing gently, growing brighter with each breath. Breathe deeply and slowly. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Exhale through your mouth for 6. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, deepening relaxation, enhancing receptivity. Continue this practice for at least 15 to 20 minutes, daily if possible. Consistency is key with frequency healing. The more regularly you expose your pineal gland to 852 Hz, the more profound the activation. Over time, you may begin to experience vivid dreams and lucid dreaming, heightened intuition and gut feelings that prove accurate, spontaneous visions or mental images during meditation, a sense of knowing without logical explanation, increased synchronicities in your daily life, enhanced creativity and problem-solving abilities, a feeling of connection to something greater than yourself. These are signs your third eye is opening, your pineal gland is coming back online. Supporting practices for pineal gland decalcification. While 852 Hz frequency is powerful, combining it with lifestyle changes accelerates the process. First, eliminate fluoride exposure. Switch to fluoride-free toothpaste. Filter your drinking water with a reverse osmosis or distillation system. Avoid fluoridated tap water. Second, support detoxification. Certain foods and supplements help remove fluoride and heavy metals from the pineal gland. Chlorella and spirulina, powerful detoxifiers. Iodine, which displaces fluoride from receptor sites. Tamarind, shown in studies to enhance fluoride excretion. Raw cacao, rich in antioxidants that support pineal health. Cilantro, effective for heavy metal chelation. Third, increase your sunlight exposure. The pineal gland responds to natural light. Sunlight, especially early morning sunlight, helps regulate melatonin production, resets your circadian rhythm, stimulates pineal gland function. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes in direct sunlight each morning, without sunglasses, allowing the light to enter through your eyes and activate your photoreceptor cells. Fourth, practice sungazing safely. This ancient technique involves gazing at the sun during the first hour after sunrise or the last hour before sunset when UV radiation is minimal. Start with just 10 seconds and gradually increase. This directly stimulates the pineal gland through the optic nerve. Fifth, engage in regular meditation, not just with 852 Hz, but daily mindfulness practice. Meditation reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that inhibits pineal function. It quiets the mind, making space for intuitive insights to emerge. Sixth, minimize EMF exposure. Electromagnetic frequencies from Wi-Fi, cell phones, and electronics disrupt the pineal gland's natural electromagnetic field. Turn off Wi-Fi at night. Keep your phone away from your bed. Use airplane mode when possible. Seventh, Connect with nature regularly. Earthing or grounding, walking barefoot on natural surfaces, helps reset your body's electrical system, restores balance, enhances pineal gland sensitivity to Earth's natural frequencies. What to expect during third eye awakening? As your pineal gland activates, your third eye begins to open. This process is deeply personal. Everyone experiences it differently. Some people report physical sensations, pressure between the eyebrows, tingling in the forehead, a pulsing or vibrating sensation at the third eye point, mild headaches as energy blockages clear. Others experience visual phenomena, seeing colors, especially indigo, violet, or white light during meditation, geometric patterns or mandalas appearing behind closed eyes, flashes of light or sparkles in peripheral vision, enhanced ability to visualize and imagine with clarity. Many notice shifts in perception, increased sensitivity to energy and vibrations, ability to sense when someone is lying or being inauthentic, heightened empathy and emotional awareness, deeper understanding of symbolic meanings and metaphors, enhanced dream recall and more meaningful dream content. Some experience expanded consciousness, moments of unity consciousness, feeling connected to all of existence, spontaneous insights or downloads of information, access to past life memories or ancestral knowledge, communication with higher self, spirit guides, or spiritual entities, out-of-body experiences or astral projection during deep meditation. This is not fantasy. These are documented experiences reported across cultures and throughout history, from shamanic traditions to modern spiritual practitioners. The third eye is your portal to non-physical dimensions, your access point to the quantum field, the unified field of consciousness that connects all things, the sacred responsibility of an awakened third eye. Here's something important that often gets overlooked. Opening your third eye comes with responsibility. When your intuition sharpens, you begin to see through illusions. Deception becomes obvious. Manipulation feels repulsive. You can no longer tolerate low vibrational environments or relationships. This can be disorienting, even isolating, because you're operating at a different frequency than most people around you. You might notice certain friendships falling away naturally, an inability to engage in superficial conversation, a strong pull towards solitude and introspection, sensitivity to violence, negativity, or dense energies in media, a deep calling toward your soul purpose. This is normal. This is the awakening process. Your third eye shows you truth, and truth doesn't always align with consensus reality. But with this gift comes responsibility. Use your enhanced perception with wisdom, with compassion, never to manipulate or control others, never to feed your ego or prove your spiritual superiority. The awakened third eye is meant to serve, to bring healing, to elevate consciousness, to contribute to the collective awakening happening on this planet right now. Your activation starts now. So here's where we are. You now understand what the pineal gland is, why it's been calcified, how 852 Hz frequency can activate it, and what practices support this awakening. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you continue living with your third eye closed, operating on limited perception, or will you commit to the practice? Start tonight. Find an 852 Hz track. Sit in meditation. Focus on your third eye. Breathe. Listen. Allow the frequency to do its work. Do this for 7 days straight. Just 7 days. And notice what shifts. Your intuition will sharpen. Your dreams will become more vivid. Synchronicities will multiply, and you'll begin to see the world not as it appears, but as it truly is. A multidimensional reality, full of energy, frequency, and vibration, where consciousness is the foundation of everything. Your pineal gland is the key. 852 Hz is the frequency, and your awakening is already beginning. If this resonates with you, subscribe to this channel for more content on frequency healing, spiritual awakening, and consciousness expansion. Drop a comment below sharing your experience with 852 Hz or third eye activation. Let's build a community of awakened beings supporting each other's journey. And remember, nothing happens by chance. If you found this video, your third eye is ready. Your pineal gland is calling, and the universe is waiting for you to answer. Activate your third eye, awaken your consciousness, and step into the reality you were always meant to perceive.